Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to yet another episode of Bronx Media. My name is Henry, and I'll be your host as always. Before we jump right in, please consider subscribing and help me hit that elusive 1000 subscribers. So go ahead, hit the subscription button, like, comment, and let us grow together. So what exactly is going on in Haiti? It is barely 6 months since the former president of this great island nation, Jovenel Moise, was killed in cold blood at his private presidential residence in Port-au-Prince, and now the media is awash with news of the attempted assassination of the country's Prime Minister, Ariel Henry. The biggest question, however, is whether this was a genuine attempt on his life or this is politics as usual. There is a lot of distrust, there is a lot of information coming up there from people that seem to know more than we do, and they think this was not genuine. So stick around, let's dive into it and see what exactly this was as we go on. I strongly believe everybody would want to see some form of peace, economic transformation, good healthcare, electricity, good transport system, and all that in their country. And truth be told, some of these things can never be achieved if there is no political stability in a country, if the regime is not trusted by the people, and if the regime is not by the people. The people of Haiti have been through a lot, and we are hoping this will not just be another chapter in their lives. The political scene is very difficult right now in Haiti. The life is very difficult right now in Haiti, especially with all the natural disasters happening and all that. The least that the people of Haiti can wish for is political stability and try to build this country. That's just my 1 cent. We shall not dwell on that so much. So let's jump right into what brought us today, and let's see what exactly is going on in Haiti. You already know that on the 17th of July 2021, the president was brutally murdered at his private presidential residence in Port-au-Prince. He was later on the 23rd day of July 2021, buried in his hometown of Cap Haitian. On the 23rd day of July 2021, Ariel Henry was sworn in as Prime Minister, exactly 13 days after Jovenel Moise was assassinated. However, in a similar fashion and style, the Prime Minister on the 3rd day of January 2021 survived an assassination attempt on his life when gunmen opened fire on him at close range. The attempt was during the weekend National Day celebration when the Caribbean country commemorated its independence on Saturday, the ceremony marking the 218th anniversary since the country gained independence. The celebration was taking place in a church in the northern city when the gunmen struck. A number of people in the Prime Minister's entourage were seriously injured, and one person is reported to have lost his life in the exchange of fire that ensued between the Prime Minister's security details and the gunmen. This comes weeks after members of armed gangs in certain parts of the country had violently expressed their opposition to Ariel Henry's visit to their city. The Haitian media also attributed the attack to terrorists and gangs. The police in a statement called the Saturday's attack the work of armed groups, but was unable to confirm the number of casualties. In addition, the Prime Minister's office in a statement said arrest warrants had been issued for the suspects of the Saturday shootings. I know now at this point everyone is wondering what exactly is going on in Haiti. There is a lot of stuff that has been happening since Jovenel Moise was assassinated. There has been suspicions of foul play and all that. However, I'll gladly share with you some of the strange facts that are emerging after the assassination attempt on Ariel Henry's life. Sections of the media and some prominent Haitian persons have poured cold water on the weekend incident, terming it as a fake and an attempt to hoodwink the people of Haiti and gain their sympathy support. The Washington Post in a publication said the U.S. Special Envoy to Haiti, Daniel Foote, who quit and became a critic, tweeted saying, "It's only Henry who could try to spin the truth. his way, adding that it was a fake assassination attempt on a fake prime minister. So according to him, the prime minister, who does not have the mandate of the people, staged a fake assassination to gain public sympathy and create a reason to go after any opposition and dissent and consolidate power to himself even more. When the president was assassinated, the prosecutor, who was assigned to investigate the case, made recommendations, and among the recommendations that he made were that Ariel Henry ought to be charged. So, here is a report by a prosecutor assigned to investigate the circumstances under which the president was assassinated. And the prosecutor in the recommendation after the investigation says that Ariel Henry ought to be charged, that he knows something that he should tell the people of Haiti. And his basis for making such allegations were that Ariel was twice in touch with the person suspected to have been directly involved in the president's assassination with proximity of the assassination. How strange is this? This raises more questions than answers, but we will leave it at that. But the prosecutor says that the prime minister was in contact with the people alleged to have masterminded and executed the assassination of Moise. When Ariel Henry was appointed prime minister, he went ahead to fire the prosecutor and has since consolidated power, but the gangs seem to be emerging stronger as against the state. The worrying trend is that these gangs are metamorphosing from traditional street gangs involved in criminal activities into gangs with government-like actors and structures with ability to challenge and take on the state. The gangs are also trying to push out the government establishment and dominance in several neighborhoods and becoming the government of sorts. This is threatening democracy in the country by government of the people. A lot of these gangs are now political in nature and are adopting revolutionary political goals with a feeling that only them can save the island and nobody else. Ariel Henry has been running the country de facto since the assassination of Jovenel Moise in July of 2021. He was sworn in as Prime Minister barely 2 weeks after Moise's killing at the suspected hands of mercenaries. While the country is yet to set date for the election of Moise's successor, the administration is facing mounting challenges regarding its legitimacy. 6 months ago, Moise was murdered at his private presidential residence. And since his assassination, gangs have strengthened their hold onto certain parts of Haiti. The latest attack has renewed concerns about the safety of officials in the country. The country has been without a functional parliament and with a paralyzed judiciary for about 2 years. The crisis was exacerbated after Moise's assassination. Haiti has recorded a whopping 950 kidnappings in 2001 alone, and the growing reach of gangs is undermining any efforts to improve the living conditions for the ordinary Haitians. With all that said, the people of Haiti face a very, very uncertain future where now they have to either be ruled by the gangs or be ruled by an administration that they never put in power. But at this point in time, there are so many questions that are left unanswered, and everyone is asking whether the assassination attempt was genuine or whether this was a ploy to try and wink the people of Haiti into supporting what they deem as an illegitimate administration. I don't have answers to those questions. However, we can only pray for the people of Haiti and hope for better days ahead. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like, and comment. See you in the next one. Adios.